A lot of us don't think twice about heading out the door for a run, bike ride, or walk until you can't.
In a few days, a Fargo woman who had a heart-lung transplant will fly to San Diego to compete in the annual Transplant Games, a chance for athletes to show how a life-saving transplant changed everything, and a time to honor those donor families. The story tonight from WDAY News reporter Kevin Wallivan.
The one thing about all these athletes who compete in America's Transplant Games is they've all faced one thing together: a life-changing or life-saving transplant.
Yep, heart and lungs. The doctor told us that it was a 16-year-old female, but I've written multiple times, but I've never heard back from them.
Cherie Osk of Fargo is getting ready for the 2022 Transplant Games. They're held every 2 years. They start in San Diego next week. Cherie will be competing in several events, including bowling and walking, something a few years ago not even possible.
It was in '92 that I was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension.
Born with heart issues, Cherie did pretty well growing up, but at age 38, her heart and lungs gave out. She needed a transplant to survive at Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville.
It's crazy. You have to have like a bag packed and ready to, at that time they gave me a pager.
LifeSource says the Transplant Games send a message.
More life is possible, more time with family, more amazing activities like participating in the Transplant Games are possible because of these generous people who said yes and checked the box on their driver's license to give that gift after they passed away. It's truly remarkable.
Now 56, Cherie takes nothing for granted. One reason many family members will join her in San Diego for the Games. They took care of her when she was near death. Next week, they'll cheer her on in a parade of champions at the Transplant Games.
It really made me appreciate life, and I was kind of a hard worker, and I realized there's other priorities in life.
Kevin Wallivan, WDAY News.
And North Dakota has a little work to do to catch South Dakota. 61% of those getting a driver's license in South Dakota check the donor box. That compares to 52% in North Dakota. You can also sign up to be a donor online at lifesource.com.
Such an important thing to do.
And an easy thing to do.
Right.